Are you tired of kitchens that feel like sterile science labs instead of the heart of your home? You know the type: cold counters, zero personality, zero magic. Well, today we're diving into how to turn any kitchen from meh to magical. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Jacqueline, I'm an interior designer, and today we're talking how you can create a cozy, whimsical, warm kitchen that is not boring. I think from the back end of the minimalist and modernist movement from the mid-2010s, we've become so accustomed to kitchens like that, and really, we could class it as a lovely kitchen design. And I'm not here to roast anyone's kitchen, so I won't, but I can fully understand if these types of kitchens just don't bring you joy and you're looking for a kitchen that has a feeling that's more warm, whimsical, and even enchanting. And maybe you think your kitchen feels fine, but just not magical, and it's not a place you want to spend a lot of your time. So I'm here to give you some designer tricks to help level up your kitchen design so that it feels like the heart of your home.
She's a home decor witch!
So let's jump in. So what actually makes these kitchens on the boring side and feel cold? Well, over time I think we've manufactured these kitchens so that they look pristine, streamlined and clinical, so that everything feels ultra clean. And they certainly achieve a sterile feel and look overly perfect, if you know what I mean. Shiny cabinets, subway tile, grey countertops and hidden handles. It's the kind of kitchen that looks like it belongs on a property listing, right? And whilst I think it would work for a lot of people, if you're opposed to these style kitchens, and I'm going to assume that you are because you clicked on the video, they lack warmth, there's no story and definitely no magic. They stop feeling human to a point, and just like a showroom really. Where they differ from cozy, whimsical kitchens is that everything looks quite flat and there's no soul. Whereas on the flip side, kitchens with character feel a lot more lived in, like they're actually being used. Whimsical, cozy kitchens embody warmth, personality and a touch of everyday magic. They're a blend of comfort and creativity where nothing is too perfect, yet everything feels intentional. So I think my first point, not really a design tip, but I still think it's worth mentioning, is that you have to kind of rewire your thinking. You know, a kitchen shouldn't just be a place where you cook, but it should be rather the heart of your home. The kitchen in Practical Magic is beautiful because it feels lived in and enchanting, and the Owens women spend a lot of time there. The kitchen is more than a place to cook, it's the heartbeat of the home. It's where we gather without even planning to, where laughter echoes between simmering pots and open windows. To capture that heart of the home feeling, you have to think about how the kitchen is going to make people feel, not just how it looks. My first design tip for building your cozy kitchen is to look for worn furniture pieces. The kitchen in Practical Magic feels warm because nothing looks brand new, everything looks beloved. So if you want your kitchen to feel cozy and timeless, not overly polished, bring in the quiet character of worn wood. Worn wooden pieces are the secret to that magic. That gentle fade, that hand-rubbed texture gives your kitchen a soul. Washed wood has a softness to it, like it's been touched by sunlight and time. Mix a rustic wooden island with smooth marble or let open shelves hold your favourite pottery. It's the contrast that makes the space feel effortlessly enchanting. You can also achieve it with reclaimed wooden beams, washed oak cabinetry, or even new furniture with a washed finish. The key is to avoid anything glossy. The softer the sheen, the more inviting it feels. A little imperfection makes the space come alive. Now I find the brighter the kitchen, the more modern it looks, unless it's a cottage style kitchen, in which I think creamy warm beiges work really well. And one of the easiest ways to make your kitchen feel magical, not mundane, is to embrace darker, moodier colours. So many people default to an all white or sterile grey kitchen because they think it's the only safe colour choice, like it's always going to work no matter what. But that's exactly what makes them feel flat and lifeless. So deep, rich tones instantly add drama, warmth and soul. Think inky blues, deep forest green, rich burgundy or maroon, mossy green, midnight blue, warm charcoal, smoky plum, deep purple, or even black. These colours create a cocooning atmosphere perfect for a cozy, whimsical kitchen that feels alive with character and depth. There's been a recent resurgence, I'd say, of painting your kitchen cabinets as opposed to buying a completely new kitchen. And I think that's great because sometimes it's actually easier to find a paint colour that you actually want rather than trying to find a cabinet or doors in that colour. For example, if you wanted a burgundy kitchen like this, these are the options that come up. You see my point? And a question I get asked a lot is, can I paint over glossed kitchen doors? And the answer to that is yes, but if you're doing it yourself, I would do a lot of prep work and watch a lot of tutorials before you start. But darker colours absorb light instead of reflecting it, which helps a kitchen feel grounded and intimate rather than overly bright or clinical. I also just find that a darker kitchen is a unique choice, which in turn makes it feel whimsical. One of the biggest reasons a kitchen can feel flat and forgettable is plain, predictable tiling. Instead, use interesting tiles, ones with a bit of depth, texture, or with a hint of imperfection. Instead of standard white subway tiles, consider darker tones like navy, blue, grey, or even rich plum. For texture, ripple effect tiles or handmade ceramic tiles are perfect. Think Moroccan-style zellige tiles in jewel tones, 3D wave tiles for a backsplash, antique-inspired or vintage tiles with a slightly worn look to complement wooden countertops or open shelving. These small details make the surfaces come to life. It's such a simple change, but it instantly transforms the energy of the kitchen from ordinary to spellbinding. Now, if you're not wanting to rip out all of the tiles and relay a new set, I've got you covered. Nowadays, you can actually buy really effective self-adhesive tiles. They're plastic, they stick to any wall, but with the higher end ones, you wouldn't even know the difference between real tiles or the self-adhesive ones. The fourth way to make your kitchen cozy is the flooring. Too often, kitchens have plain, neutral flooring that blends into the background or even matches the colour of the kitchen cabinets. While functional, they don't exactly inspire or spark curiosity, so choose flooring that has pattern, texture, or unexpected colour. Don't be afraid of being bold. I think a lot of the time people assume that bold patterns and colours won't work, but actually a lot of the time they complement each other. Some of my favourite choices are parquet wood flooring, black and white checkerboard style, Victorian star shapes, Moroccan pattern tiles, and distressed oak planks. It immediately gives the room personality and creates a foundation for the entire design. As a side note, if you're enjoying the video so far, please leave a like and a comment. I really appreciate that. I read every single one. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. The fifth interior design tip I have for you when injecting magic into your kitchen is to layer lighting. A magical kitchen needs light that dances and invites you in, and layered lighting is the key. I really think this is an important piece of design principle for any room in your house, but there are 3 main types of lighting that you should see in each room of your house simultaneously. Ambient lighting, task lighting, and accent lighting. The combination of all 3 in one room is what adds layers of coziness. Ambient lighting is what provides the overall glow. Think ceiling fixtures, chandeliers, or pendant clusters that set the room's mood. It's to provide even lighting throughout a space. Task lighting focuses on specific work areas like under cabinet LED strips or spotlights over kitchen counters, making chopping, cooking, and prep work easy and safe. This is the practical lighting type. And finally, accent lighting highlights special features such as in-cabinet LEDs or small lights to light up the ceramic ware in a display cabinet. With this type, you can create different focal points. Combining all 3 layers ensures that your kitchen will feel practical and cozy. Some specific ideas I have for you are warm under cabinet strips that make countertops glow, small interesting table lamps placed in the corners of the room, and industrial style ceiling lights that set the room's mood. If you're wanting to go that one step further, add dimmable switches to adjust the intensity so your kitchen can feel bright and functional during cooking, or soft and cozy for evening gatherings. A truly enchanting kitchen uses 3 types of lighting to create depth, warmth, and functionality. If you notice in the plain kitchen design, there is literally no clutter, no utensils on display, no cookware, literally nothing. They are certainly going for a clinical look, to say the least. And because of that, we're going to do the opposite. I want you to display the pots and pans that you have. Now you can do this on the wall or overhead, but either way, it's going to make your kitchen feel warm and lived in, instead of hiding them away in cabinets. Displaying pans creates a sense of history and story in the kitchen. Copper especially develops a beautiful patina over time, giving the space a cozy storybook feeling. When paired with open shelving, wooden counters, or handmade ceramic bowls, these pans add depth and warmth that flat modern kitchens often lack. Another thing modern kitchens often lean too hard into is sleek and shiny surfaces. Lots of gloss, lots of steel, lots of plastic. Everything feels quite sterile. But the moment you add a chunky wooden chopping board, woven basket, or clay pot with herbs, the energy starts to shift. So my next design trick is to add textures that will in turn add softness and cut through the hard surfaces that every kitchen has. Try wooden open shelving with visible grain, linen curtains that filter light softly, or stoneware dishes. Even small touches like a rattan tray or jute rug and chopping board can bring warmth and texture that balance out the cold, hard lines of modern materials. Some other ideas are woven or braided baskets, mortar and pestles, fabric chair cushions, folded napkins, table runners, lampshades, artisanal kitchen tools like wooden spoons and rolling pins, table linens with embroidery, or subtle patterns and tea towels. Display them proudly rather than tuck them away. Another way to soften hard surfaces is through textiles, like a runner running along parallel to a kitchen counter, or a large area rug in the middle of the room. A soft rug underfoot not only warms the space physically, but also visually, adding colour, pattern and texture to break up a sea of tile or wooden flooring. If your kitchen feels flat, it's probably just missing some texture. A truly magical kitchen is full of small, enchanting details that turn ordinary objects into something special. It's not about clutter, it's about curation and storytelling. Adding vintage teacups, crystals, old cookbooks instantly brings warmth and character. Open shelving or kitchen hutches are perfect for displaying these treasures, turning functional objects into visual magic. Every plate and cup becomes a piece of decor, practical yet full of personality. Sprinkle in small curiosities that spark imagination. Plants, feathers, old keys, vintage teapots, handwritten recipes, apothecary jars and spices, dried herb bundles, vintage scales, ornate measuring cups, antique pieces like etched egg cups or ceramic hen or nest, or even unique vintage utensils. These little objects create moments of discovery, giving your kitchen a sense of whimsy and wonder. One of the biggest mistakes people make when designing a kitchen is buying everything brand new. Thus, everything kind of starts to feel squeaky clean. Wait, that sounds a bit weird. What I mean is just overly polished. A truly magical, cozy kitchen should feel lived in and historic, like it's evolved over time, not rolled out of a showroom. So my next designer trick is to mix old and new furniture pieces. Pair a modern island or sleek cabinetry with a vintage wooden table in the centre of the space. Include antique chairs or a weathered hutch. Maybe a vintage dining table surrounded modern chairs, or a restored dresser turned into a coffee station beside a sleek appliance. In a practical magic kitchen, old and new exist in harmony, and mixing different eras is what makes the kitchen feel organic, like generations have cooked and lived there. My dream kitchen would actually probably be a magical castle style kitchen with an orangery attached to it. There's actually a castle just down the road from us, and if I had the money, I would snap it up. But I actually think a famous author lives there at the moment, so a girl can dream. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate that, and believe it or not, it actually really helps the channel to grow. And if you need help fulfilling your own design dreams, I've left our website in the description. I hope these kitchen home decor tips helps you to conjure a whimsical, cozy kitchen that invites you to slow down, make a cuppa, and savor the magic. But that's it for today's video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!